Alright, I want to start unlocking bigger shit. I'll be honest with you. But the bigger shit is kind of extraordinarily expensive.
Station ready.
Let's just keep crushing fools then. Yeah, we can really just drive right through all this. Is the Praetorian remake? Oh, I wish it was. I really hope we get to the next stretch goal on Patreon, so we can actually add the larger units like the Praetor to the build polls, and then patrons can vote for those units. Because I would fucking love to build a Praetor.
I copy. Roger that.
And I think we were only at the very peak of last month, we were only either 100 or $50 away from that. Main cannon needs AoE. I think it just needs more flashy and more power. One of the things I had to do for Mega's Land, because 8080s shoot rack shop. I agree. No, the Praetor is currently not in remake, because I haven't made a model of it yet.
Enemy unit sighted.
Can I speak Dutch? Yes, I can speak Dutch. Not sure what the point of that would be, since no one will be able to understand it. But I can indeed speak Dutch, yes.
Copy. Engines activated. Battleship here. Weapons online.
Nou ja, dat zou niet heel erg nuttig zijn. Ik snap toch niet helemaal het punt van, maar het zal wel, weet je. Als jullie graag een beetje Nederlands willen horen, dan zal ik wel heel eventjes voor die Nederlands spreken. Niet dat iemand er enige reet van gaat beschrijven, maar hey, daar doen we het voor, hè.
Weapons charged.
Walker Factory. Firehawk, Speeders, don't remember the name. Right, thank you, Neja. That's the garrison for you. Very well. You need to unlock those ADSTs. Is it possible to get something like this upgrade system? Oh yeah, sure. Sure. It's actually really not difficult to do. It's just a lot of code. It's just a lot of code, basically. Alongside the Secular, the Praetor is one of the ship I wanted to see the most. Oh man, me too. Dude, again, if we get to the... we're currently at... I'm not sure. See, at the end of the month, or at the start of the next month, what always happens is the amount of money you get on Patreon always goes down, because a bunch of people have their pledges set to, only pledge for 1 month, you know, so they automatically unsubscribe at the beginning of the new month. So at the start of every month, you see a massive drop in patron support, and then a bunch of people already sub right back the following week. It always goes back up as the month progresses. But yeah, the start of the month shows the lowest point. I think this time we dropped back down to $1,415 or something. So that was quite a drop, but at the end of last month, so that's a couple of days ago, we were at $1,650. So at that point, there's just $100 more pledged, and then for the next month, we'd add the larger units like battle cruisers to the build pool. The $1,500 stretch goal is for units up to 2,500 meters, so 2.5 kilometers. And the $1,750 stretch goal, that's for units up to 8,000 meters. Now, if we get there, those builds may take longer than a month. I cannot guarantee that I can do those in 1 month. But that would basically include ships like the Praetor, and I would fucking love to build one of those, man. Again, I've been wanting to build a Praetor for years, only no one's been interested in commissioning one over all those years, so... I really hope to be able to sneak it into the build pool sometime. But again, I can't break my own rules, so I have to kind of wait for the stretch goals to get there. So, if you guys do want to see one of these, feel free to pledge to our Patreon and join the War Council. Link below the stream. Yeah, you don't have to pledge $50 fucking dollars. That's... I mean, there are people who do that, and to those people, of course, thank you very much for all that amazing generosity. But you don't need to make a difference, right? Even if you just pledge $10 or $20, That's already good. That's amazing. That's what helps us ahead.
Engines activated.
That sort of stuff will get there. Will help us get there. And of course, if you can't support, if you're broke or like you're a student and you need that money for your studies, that's okay too, man. Just watching the stream, supporting, maybe occasionally dropping like a positive comment on YouTube or something, that's also supporting. And that's also very much appreciated. Any way you want to support, I'll happily take. And I'm happy with all support that I get. Interesting light mesh. Ah, Timus is Dutch as well. I see. I see. Yeah. I have heard a couple people say, you know what, maybe he's just a fake Dutchman. Because they can't hear the accent, you know. I've been working to get rid of the accent over the past year, so. I don't have that like stereotypical like Dutch guy accent, so. I wonder how much damage the asteroid field does. Let's actually find out. Yes, I am indeed Dutch, Polkovnik. That is true. Seems you might have a decent challenge in the form of those victories. I don't know. They died quite fast. Your modding channel turned into a entertainment chatting with chat type channel. On Discord? It may have happened. I mean, my Discord server is second to none in derailing. Derailing is what it does best, and derailing is what it does frequently. Every channel, derailment. I even made a specific channel for derailing called the Derail channel, which is for all types of chatting related to, well, basically whatever the hell you people want to talk about. So if you do really want to derail something, please go to the Derail channel. Please don't force me to have to read all sorts of off-topic discussion in other channels. Please don't punish me that much, Daddy. No.
We're in attack range.
And how could, for example, I support your mod without just giving you money? Well, you can, as I said, if you are indeed like if you can't support financially, which is completely okay. A lot of people do that. You can, for example, you can sub to the YouTube channel, even if you don't watch it. If you do watch the videos, then it's always good to, and this is gonna sound like very stereotypical, but it really does help. Which is like the video and drop a comment, even if it's just like a dot or something. The way the YouTube algorithm works is that liked videos and videos with comments on them, they bump in like the search ranking, right? So the videos get suggested easier to new people. So if you want to support, then that's a great way to do so. Of course, if you want to come hang out in the Discord server, we do have a very active Discord community, so you might enjoy that. You have a starbase right here. Why are you firing at these like miniature starfighters? Fire at like that. So yeah, all those things are very much appreciated. And again, you don't have to support financially at all. Of course, that does help, but there's many other ways to support. As I just mentioned, YouTube videos, participate in the Discord server, and even just hanging out in chat here. I already appreciate that, man. That's already good. That helps me grow, you know, it helps get the viewer count of the stream up, and just being here, man. I have a question for you. I was thinking of commissioning what? How drunk is this helmsman?
Moving out.
Okay. I have a question for you. I was thinking of commissioning a second add-on for PR. That is the Aggressor class Star Destroyer. Would be available at special production for all 3 factions, but I am caught up on how much damage its mega ion and plasma cannon should do to ships. How much would you set it for? Ooh. Well, I know how I would set it for the remake mod, which is like massive and gargantuan splash damage and all that. But this is Phoenix Rising, right? As you can see here, the damage that these weapons do is very, very different. So you really have to set it... you really have to see it in the scope of the mod that you're using it in. And I would definitely say that having these mega cannons in the mod, much like the 8080 on the ground, they can't do too much damage because it would break the balance system. Everything is designed to only do incremental bits of damage, which really makes battles last longer. They drag out a little bit, but it also really makes stat differences on ships matter, you know? Differences in weapons, differences in weapon types, ion cannons, turbo lasers. And as such, you cannot have mega cannons that deal a tremendous amount of damage. You have to almost make them low damage. And that doesn't mean that you can't have mega cannons. You just have to set them at relatively low amounts of damage dealt. I think that's the way to do this. Would you say Discord is Discord? Yes. Yes, Kai. Yes. Right, we have reached the point of the battle where there is nothing left except starfighters, which this thing can't deal with. So we're gonna do that. Well, balancing issues then. Remember, the 1.2 version had every ship station, everything have 5 times less hull and shield strength. Wow, that must have been quite a fucking difference. I must say, I do Okay.
Research complete.
100 and... Oh, really? I see a challenge, guys. So how about we go check that challenge out?
Tactical battle imminent.
Yeah, that does sound like a completely different mod, but I really do like this system where everything has like this much HP. It's very interesting.
We're heading out. Navigation systems.
Alright, show me what you got. I was debating on it having enough firepower to one-shot a victory, SD. In this mod, that is some OP level shit. Even if that is a one-time special ability, that is some OP shit.
Look, sir, it's them.
Ah, and we got our first catch of the day. Man, this is like watching the Executive in Remake, just barrage shit.
Roger that. Attacking.
It's not even gonna get all of its fighter squadrons out before it dies. Now that is a victory 1, right? What does that thing actually have in terms of missiles? Assault missiles, turbo laser, turbo laser. Okay, a couple of missiles coming out. How much damage does that do? You dead, boy.
Preparing for combat.
Bam! Challenge my ass. I'm just gonna drive straight through this fleet. Does this thing even have any lasers? No, it just has turbo lasers, and ion cannons. I like it. Oh yeah, this is Tiberian Sun music. Good ear there. I must say, I do appreciate that old school soundtrack though. It's really good. OP for laser, when the Sovereign in this mod can literally recharge it to insta-kill. What? I didn't even know. Okay, so Sovereign. There's a Sovereign in this mod, which means I'll have to go check that out. How do you get there? How do you get to the Sovereign? Oh, hey, look, MC-30. Okay, luckily it just has lasers. That one too, right? Right. Alright, so everything just do whatever.
Copy.
While I drive straight through the enemy fleet.
Vector set.
Golden 2. Now that seems like a worthy target to right click on. Turbo lasers. Proton rockets. That's actually quite a few. How about we stay out of range of those?
Moving to attack position.
I think that's just one, though.
Attack formation.
Forward.
Strangely enough, our shields are actually taking quite a beating. Again, just like in that fight with the Pro Crusader. It has 108,000 shield points. How are they getting through so easily? It can't be these. These are just lasers. Do these have like ion cannons or something? No, blasters. Oh.
I'm on them.
You can hit me from there?
Engaging enemy.
That thing has a lot of fucking HP. Fuck me. I'd say I'll just focus on these instead, but all of our lower range weapons are already firing at these, so we'll just let them do their thing.
We're in attack
While the
range.
heavy cannons fire at that.
Target sighted.
Actually, no. Fuck that.
It's now. Moving out.
All these miniature cannons. I mean, they may not deal that much damage comparatively, but there's a lot of them, which means I need to... Oh shit, we're disabled again. Alright, let's just... Yeah, but I'm in this crossfire. This crossfire is killing me, but I can't move anyway because I'm disabled, so let's just attack anyway. And I can't run because we just saw with our invincible dreadnought that makes us lose it. So, guess we're stuck here now. Upgrade Palpatine twice. Okay. Level 5 station. Okay, got it. Thank you, Neash. Some metal for the music during those ruffle stomps would increase the epicness. I do think we have some in here. No, actually, I don't think we do. Never mind. We don't. This is the playlist for YouTube, so that means that the music doesn't copyright flag the videos. That would get the videos blocked, for example, in some countries, which I don't want to have happen. As such, we need to use this type of music. Now, this is very quiet, right? This is the Tiberian Sun soundtrack. There's a lot more heavy music, so to say, that gets played later on in the playlist. But for now, this is the Tiberian Sun soundtrack. Not sure how long it lasts. Alright, can we get shields back? Well, maybe once these are down. Wow, these models are so old. These are the old evil Jedi models, which are, I don't know, how more than a decade at least.
Roger that.
You know what this thing needs? One of that, that one, the like, the right most ability, the like super blast. Can I hit that?
Stay in formation.
No. Okay, well, let's just. Can I hit that? Man, these things have some fucking range. 7,000. We technically outrange it. At least it says in the stats that we outrange it.
I copy.
Alright, all the gunships, attack that. These are bombers, right? These have the proton rockets. These things have, I think, missiles. Right, I don't think the missiles are as powerful. Alright, we have shields and we have power. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in business.
Attack formation.
Now let's move in between here so that all of our low range cannons... Well, I mean, I say low range, but... all of our lower range cannons... Okay, range 8,000 to 4,000. Right, now, see, now all of our lower range cannons can actually fire at this as well, which will significantly increase our damage. This thing will be able to fire all of its weapons at us as well, but we do a ton more damage than they do, though. So this is hurting them more than it is hurting us. And besides, we have shields back up. We can just sit here now. What's this? Right, bunch of these attacking Y-wings. Wow, those were accurate. How the hell did they manage to get fighters to be this accurate? Oh yeah, high-speed projectiles. See, in the remake mod, projectiles are way, way slower. Well, lasers are way, way slower. I enjoy the fact that the those proton rockets have this very large projectile, you can see. If you're hit by an ion cannon a few seconds before you are retreating, you will lose it. Yeah, let's not have that happen. Let's not even retreat. Let's see, the victory had some... That's a lot. Shields will be useless because of the mega ion. The gunship looks like a truck with engines. Yeah, there's quite a few ships that have that problem.
Copy. Engaging.
Reporting. Fire!
That thing has a surprising amount of hull points. 90,000. Yeah, it really does look a bit like a truck with engines. It's also probably because it is basically a truck with engines in space, right? And missiles, of course. Oh wow, those missiles actually curve back towards the target? That's pretty cool. Here are the sentinels. I forgot to actually look at their concussion missile effect, which I do want to look at. Hey, Spartaner. Yes, I did say that correctly. Spartaner29 is now following. Thank you very much for the follow, good sir. Very much appreciated. Do enjoy yourself here on the stream while we blow up some... I think they're pirates? I don't think they are... Yeah, I think they are pirates. They are very well equipped pirates, mind you. Wow, this thing is taking a lot to kill. Alright. I do kind of like the durability though, but this is a little insane. Like, a basic trade port like this having that much HP. Woo. It's German for Spartan. Alright.
Weapons charged. We're in attack.
Dre coming in with the knowledge.
Enemy targets.
I don't think there's anything left. Well, except for that, maybe.
Attack.
So now that we've driven through most of this, man, getting this fucking Praetor was one of the best ideas I've had this playthrough. This Praetor is just fucking wrecking house. If my battlecruisers were this powerful, my god, remake mode would be... I mean, I don't know if you would call it unbalanced, because you do need quite a bit of infrastructure to actually build these, and then a fuck ton of money and time. But the amount of shit they can destroy is obscene. Really obscene. I'm just gonna drive through the rest of the galaxy with this. I do want to try different ships though. I mean, I don't want to just stick to one Praetor. That's not what we're gonna do.
Frequency open. Moving to coordinates.
Moving to coordinates. Planetary governments, unaligned, rebels or empire, and pirates. Alright, so it's just planetary government. Go on Alsaken with Praetor. I don't know what that is. Alsaken. Alsaken. I'll try to locate that on the galactic map later.
I copy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is not going to be good for him. What are these? Oh, they've got ion cannons. Oh, look, it's Grief's starfighter. Laser and assault missiles. I'm not sure what assault missiles are. I do know that we are losing shields very rapidly.
Fire.
How about we start focusing fire a little bit, eh?
Open fire.
Now kill that Providence before it absolutely hammers us.
Attack that target.
Wow, we are taking a lot of damage here, guys.
Yes, sir.
Ready. Setting up my
Transport
route,
here.
sir.
Open
Shuttle
fire.
here. Defending cargo.
All right, sir.
Form up. Attacking target.
These are pointless unless they are upgraded. Ah, Mark III. Fighter squadrons, bomber squadrons,
Formation.
turbo lasers, lasers, more lasers. The fuck? What the fuck? I thought these were fucking pointless. Well, apparently upgraded they're not.
Fire at will. Attacking.
Let's get rid of these. These fire a lot of projectiles. Even more than the Recusants, I think. I know, the Recusant fires quite quickly too. How's this? 17,000 shields, 37,000 HP. Wow, they actually have...
Targeting.
Recusants have less HP than those? Interesting. That's okay though, that means I'll focus fire them first.
Firing.
Oh.
Draw their fire.
Ooh. Lasers, and proton rockets.
Preparing for combat.
Okay, I think we're...
Set.
I mean, I say that, but those bombers have yet to come in.
Your orders, sir.
How about you guys?
Shuttle en route.
These are Lambert 2s, right? So lasers. Alright, here, they're coming in. What do these guys have? Just lasers. Well, I'll take it, I guess. I mean, I would appreciate it if they actually started chasing these, as I told them to.
Yes, sir.
These guys have missiles.
Engage enemy.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Engines activated. Approaching new coordinates now.
Go after the stragglers.
Battleship here.
Alright, so we're not making a lot of speed right now, since we are disabled. Oh, no, we got engine power back.
Yes, Commander.
Would you fucking
Arrival
go
at
after what I told you to? Please. I mean, I know you're pretty slow and all that, but... Oh, wow, these are fucking... Wow. Yeah, these are pretty slow. I'm not even sure how much damage these missiles do. Also, doesn't really matter. Now that's a sharp turn this thing tries to make. Let's attack. Oh, these are a lot of starfighters. Luckily, we do have like 400,000 hull points. 432,000 hull points. Ooh.
Forward.
That may very well be like more than the entire like HP pool of the Executor in Remake. What is the reason the tractor beam doesn't appear in Remake anymore? Because it used to mess with the shadow meshes in the mod, which means that you get this horrible flickering effect around the ships once you activate the tractor beams, which caused us to remove all of them. Now, I have not tried it in many, I want to say many years. And that's actually true. I think it's been removed very early on in Remake. Yeah, I haven't tried it in many, many years, but I still think that it might not work.
Attack.
Can we hit that Requisite from here? No, but we can't hit that CR90. How can that CR90 hit us, though? That is very impressive. What was that even? Nebulon? Don't know. Do we have engine power? No, we don't. We need to get rid of these starfighters.
Weapons charged.
I'm glad this thing comes with such a large garrison, because if it didn't, we'd have a bit of a problem.
Fall out. Let's move out. Battleship standing by.
I mean, I'm just going to keep moving and then... there's no advantage to not moving, right? These hardpoints will all fire at whatever they can anyway. Now, maybe start targeting these Arc 170s manually. Because they are, of course, quite large targets, so that even the turbo lasers can hit them. I do really like the shuttle combat, you know? I'm actually really enjoying these shuttles. Maybe we should add some shuttles to Remake. Mega Balta will be glad to hear that. If we were to.
Let's go.
More arcs. Preferably close range so that we can actually hit them.
Open fire.
The closer they are, the easier they are to hit, of course, with the accuracy that we have.
Attacking target.
These guys are dodging all of the shots, which is very impressive. All right, I think we should have power back soon. Yeah, we have power back. Go on. All right, power is back. Let's start moving. Hey, J Gamer, welcome back. Kyle has returned to us, ladies and gentlemen. Let me quickly read the rest of the chat before I get to what you're saying, man. Vivian, I can see your name too. Welcome back. Again, let me quickly finish reading the rest of the chat. It's a little bit BS that shuttles are a match for starfighters and corvettes. Well, I mean, they are powerful, I suppose. That's how you balance them. And they're all fairly small and slow, right? The neutron star starts getting into its own. The next upgrade gives it even more shields, as well as replacing its laser mounts with octup. That's fucking insane. That's actually insane. Replacing single with octuples? That's fucking insane. The bold god, the bold god. Yes. I mean, I am not confirming that I am indeed a bold god. This is not something that I can confirm live on stream on the internet. But I'm not denying it either.
Form up. Attacking.
Gee, does installing the remake mod on the Steam version fix the save game issue? Well, it does. There is far less save game corruption on the Steam version than on any other version. Now, I still advise you not to save in the middle of battle, and advise you to save in the Galactic Conquest map. Do not save in the middle of battle. You will hear many mods say this, I'll say it as well. Do not save in the middle of battle, save instead on the Galactic Conquest map. That is much safer. We already have this type of anti-fighter in the mod, the YT-1300 and Tartan. This is true. I should probably add more though. So I do like them quite a bit. This doesn't look like remake. No, this is Phoenix Rising. The new version has just released. Even Bob the Bob has finally released his masterpiece after a long time. And it is a very interesting experience, let me tell you. Let me tell you. This is very unique gameplay for sure. Everything is very high health. A lot of weapons. We have invested a absolute metric fuck ton of money in the infrastructure and research needed to produce the Praetor, which is what you're seeing here. And we are working towards being able to build a Secutor. Now, of course, the Secutor is not nearly as powerful as this thing. At least I damn well straight hope not. But I do want to see their Secutor model in action. So, which is why we are now building that. And we're trying to work up towards Super Star Destroyers. But those things are... If you thought they were expensive and took a long time to make and remake, well, then you haven't seen this mod yet. And I thought I was insane with my build times. This is like fucking... It takes a while. It takes a while. And see for the next update. You know I love my consortium. Yes, there's a lot of people that have been looking forward to that. Man, I should... I should make some time... I should set aside some time to texture the hot ships, you know? So that we finally have the consortium roster complete. Well, complete. At least the skeletal outline complete, right? I've got a whole hot fleet from Warp Null that is yet to be textured and UV'd. And then rigged, of course, but... Should we ever get that... How's our health? Oh, it's okay. Once that is finally done, then I think the consortium is ready to be at least released on ModDB. Because it's at least playable, because the factions in it, Black Sun Zone, Consortium and the Huts, all have their own ships. But again, that needs to be done first. The rapid laser cannons get turned into octuple. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant, but still. Single laser cannons turned into octuple lasers? That's a fucking... That's 8 times as much firepower. That is... 8 times as much firepower. That is a lot of extra damage. Now, that Rekizin's not going to stand a chance. Hey, Western Indo Raptor. Welcome to the stream, mate. Haven't seen your name here before. I am the Dutchman, and we are currently playing some Phoenix Rising. I think that thing has just gotten out of range. Meanwhile, it has not gotten... Apparently, we have not gotten out of range. It can fire further. Well, that's shitty. Not that it really matters, though. I think we have this. I hope, at least. Let's actually get that thing. Praetor 2 to Replux. Yeah, trust me, man. I have been wanting to fucking build a Praetor 2. I've been mentioning it, I don't know how many times now. I've wanted to build a fucking Praetor 2 for so long, and I still haven't.
Form up.
If you know of the monthly builds that we do for the stream, every month we build a new unit, right? And depending on the amount of patron support that we get, we build larger and larger units. Now, last month, we were literally like $100 off of... We were at like $1,650 a month. And the stretch goal is $1,750 a month. To add units up to 8,000 meters. It was up to 2.5 kilometers, right? We had a whole bunch of larger units and larger capital ships in there. But the next stretch goal is for units up to 8,000 meters. So 8 kilometers. And that includes the Praetor. So once we finally get to that stretch goal, and I do really hope we get there. Not just because obviously that's more support for me, but that means we finally get to add the Praetor to that list. Of course, that's not the only one people can vote for. People will be able to vote for other battle cruisers. I mean, a lot of people have suggested the Banditor 4, of course, you know, the new Disney one. And I'm sure there's some more larger ships that people would like to see. But yeah, if you do want to help us get there, feel free to support it on Patreon. The link is below the stream. And it goes down. Okay. Are we finally through this fleet of theirs? We're still not through their fleet. May. Oh, May.
Moving out.
At least we have engine power, though. That's good. Praetor in Imperial Civil War is such a bay. I think it's actually the same model. I could be wrong, but I think it's the same model. I think the Secutor is better. Really well armed for a carrier plus thousands of fire. Really? Better than this thing? Have you seen this thing? It fucking wrecks literal entire fleets. And star bases and defense stations. This thing just takes on everything. If the Secutor is better, then I want a fucking Secutor. It's also only half as long as this thing. Which that would be like exceptionally overpowered. Please, I look at the updates in Discord. Hey, don't worry, man. You'll get there. Besides, the patrons get the dev build in like 3 days, so... I hope to have the Secutor done before that. If not, I will delay the dev build by like 1 or 2 days to get the Secutor in, because I want that ship finished. Ladies and gentlemen, we have shield power back. Our starfighters are all the way over here.
Frequency open.
Once we get to this final starbase and destroyed, then we will auto-resolve again. The ship has a very hard time actually dealing with these starfighters. They can't actually kill us at all. As in, there's no risk of these starfighters killing our ship. But they are simply being there and being annoying. So, that's the thing. Effie, yo, anyone know where the icon images for heroes are found? That should be, yeah, that's in the command bar. Hang on, didn't we already talk about this, like yesterday? I think it is in the command bar file in textures folder. That is data, art, and then textures. The MT command bar. Imagine if all those ships over this planet wouldn't trickle in and instead defend around the station. Well, then I'd probably just bomb them from long range, to be honest. Does this version feel more stable? Well, I mean, I haven't had a single crash just yet. I mean, we got some tremendous lag at the start of the stream, but that was only one battle. Well, one battle. One battle with a really, really bad lag, so.
Heading out.
Everything has been exceptionally stable. We haven't had a single crash yet, so. Please no Disney ships. Hey man, if all the patrons are massively voting for like the Mandator 4, then I will build a Mandator 4. This is indeed a democracy. I do not do election rigging. I do not rig the patron polls. I mean, I'll express my preference. Like on last month on Discord, I said, guys, please let me build the Tyrant. I have amazing ideas for the missile barrage. Please let me do it. But that's as far as I will go. If, for example, everyone overwhelmingly, for example, votes for a Mandator 4 instead of a Praetor 2, then I will build a Mandator. Oh right, they're donezo. Can you attach images to the poll? I think some cool ships are not well known and have less chance just because no one knows what they look like. Well, there's a couple of units like the Geonosian Pinnacle Cruiser, which, you know what, I'm going to save. Is that Mon Mothma? Do we like win? No, we don't win the campaign if she dies, but I think we can actually take this fleet. Anyway. Let me quickly save. Because as stable as this has so far turned out to be, and it has turned out to be exceptionally stable, not a single crash. I do like to save often, you know. Better be safe than sorry. That sort of thing. Yeah, I don't think I can attach images to the poll. I could link to like Google, but I mean, you might as well just take the ship name or the ship class name and then search for Google. And besides, if I name it like Mandator 4, like everybody knows what that looks like, right? Yeah, pizza slice strike when. Dude, if the Mandator 4 makes it, those weapons, I mean, it's like 7 kilometers long, right? It's pretty big, and it will be exceptionally expensive. But those cannons, when they fire, I'd be fucking letting them one-shot ships. Ooh, the particle effects on those, if we ever get there, that would be as I said, I do have some special plans for... I have special plans for a lot of ships, honestly. How could the Manator 4 fit in the mod? Well, a very high tier maw unit. Buildable only at the maw. It shouldn't have any shielding. Oh, it will have shielding. What is my favorite ship in Star Wars? Ooh, I don't really have one. People ask me this question quite a lot, and every time I fail to come up with a decent answer. Because I mean, there are several ships that I really appreciate. From basically any era. Old Republic, Clone Wars, Galactic Civil War, even the Legacy era I think has some good ships.